She pointed at me, screaming like I was some kind of criminal. Security rushed in. People stared. My ticket was torn in half. I was kicked off the flight because Karen wanted attention. But she had no idea who she was messing with. My name is Logan, and this is the day I made sure she never took off again. I've always loved airports. The quiet hum of engines outside. Polished floors reflecting overhead lights. Voices echoing from different languages. There's something thrilling about going somewhere new, the sense of movement, possibility, freedom. I travel for work, high-level logistics consulting. That means suits, lounges, meetings, tight schedules. This particular day, I was flying to Tokyo. Business class. Important presentation. Millions on the line. I arrived early, checked in, glided through security, and headed toward the lounge. Everything was smooth, peaceful, until she arrived. She walked like she owned the airport. Perfectly styled hair. Oversized sunglasses, indoors. Designer bag. Loud enough to scream, "Look at me." The type of person who thinks the world is her personal stage. She stopped at the counter and snapped her fingers. "Excuse me, I need an upgrade. Now." The attendant smiled politely. "I'm sorry, ma'am, business class is full." She leaned forward. "Check again." When the employee repeated the same answer, Karen rolled her eyes dramatically. "Do you know who my husband is?" Classic. I shrugged it off and found my seat at the gate. I was in 3A aisle business class. Perfect. Boarding called. I took my seat, placed my headphones down, opened my laptop. A few minutes later, she walked in. And of course, she stopped right beside me. She stared at my seat like it personally insulted her existence. "Oh, no, this isn't happening." She turned to the flight attendant. "There must be some mistake. I was promised this seat." The attendant checked. "Im sorry, ma'am. That seat belongs to him." Karen's eyes landed on me. Her voice dropped. "Figures." I smiled politely. Logan." She didn't answer. Instead, she waved her hand. "He looks suspicious. Look at his bag. He doesn't belong here. You should double-check him." I blinked. Was this real? The attendant remained composed. "Ma'am, he's a confirmed business passenger." Karen wasn't satisfied. No, she needed attention. She needed someone to suffer first. She began raising her voice. He was staring at me. He followed me from the lounge. He makes me feel unsafe. People turned. Phones came out. Whispers started. The worst thing in airports isn't chaos. It's accusation. Security approached, calm but firm. "Sir, we need to speak with you." I stood there in disbelief. "About what?" A report was made. "Please step off the plane." Passengers stared like I was already guilty. Karen crossed her arms, satisfied. I gathered my things and followed them. They searched my bag, asked questions, checked my documents. Nothing. They apologized, but protocol required what came next. "Sir, unfortunately the airline has removed you from this flight. We'll place you on the next available one." My stomach sank. My meeting, my presentation, months of work, destroyed. And her? She got comfortable in her seat and smiled. That smile burned into my memory. Not humiliation, calculation. So I quietly asked security, "Can I file a report?" They hesitated, then nodded. What Karen didn't know is that I don't work in normal logistics. I design security frameworks for airports, ports, and high-clearance facilities worldwide. Meaning, I understood systems. I understood oversight. I understood how false reports are flagged. And I still had one tool she didn't: evidence. I replayed the memory. The lounge. The gate. The interaction. There were cameras. Lots of them. I contacted airport operations, using my credentials and my company's contracts. Within hours, legally and officially, I requested footage. A security manager met me in a small monitoring room. "Walk me through what happened," he said. We watched the recordings. Karen arguing at the counter. Karen demanding upgrades. Karen pointing at seats. Karen glaring at me. Then, the false accusation. Her face was calm, calculated, almost rehearsed. The manager paused. "That's not a passenger complaint. That's manipulation." He typed into the system. "Let's pull prior records. 3 airports. 3 complaints. 3 men removed from flights. All cleared. Careers wrecked. No consequences." She weaponized the system. and the system let her. Until today, I asked the manager carefully, "Can this be escalated?" He nodded slowly. "Oh yes." A joint report was filed to Airport Security Airline Legal Federal Transit Authority. False in-flight accusation isn't annoying. It is interference with aviation operations. Public safety manipulation. Potentially criminal. The airline called me. "We would appreciate if you returned to the airport tomorrow morning." So I did. Karen arrived too, loudly arguing again, this time at the check-in desk. "Why is my reservation flagged?" The supervisor smiled tightly. "Please step aside, ma'am." Two security officers approached. Not aggressively, just final. She laughed. "This is ridiculous. I'm a valued customer." The supervisor clicked through the system. "Ma'am, we reviewed your prior reports. Video surveillance contradicts your claims. You initiated fraudulent safety complaints multiple times." Her confidence cracked. "That's not true." Then the security officer spoke. "Ma'am, you're being placed on the no-fly list pending investigation." Silence. Real silence. The kind that swallows sound. Her voice trembled. "No, wait, you don't understand." I stepped forward carefully, not gloating, just steady. "You didn't just get me kicked off a flight. You abused a system built to protect people. You made innocent travelers look dangerous, just to feel powerful." Her eyes widened. "You did this." I shook my head. "No, you did." They escorted her away. No applause. No dramatic music. Just consequences, walking. The airline compensated my ticket. Upgraded my next flight. Publicly apologized. But the best part wasn't money or upgrades. It was knowing fewer people would suffer because of her. Weeks later, I received official confirmation. Her ban wasn't temporary. She was permanently restricted from all partner airlines, flagged across multiple travel databases. She could travel, but not freely, not easily, not like before. Actions have gravity, and hers finally landed. Now, when I fly, I look around at the people quietly minding their business, and I think about how fragile dignity can be. All it takes is one liar. But sometimes justice boards a plane too. Karen didn't just lie because she was entitled. Investigators discovered she used false accusations to pressure airlines into upgrades, compensation, and perks, a personal scam she'd run for years. The day she tried it on me wasn't bad luck. It was the last time the trick ever worked.